Seven Problem Solvers gives you a voice to consumer problems. A Niagara Falls woman has made it her mission to trace her ancestry back hundreds of years, but her efforts have hit a roadblock because of a backlog in the New York State Bureau of Vital Records. Seven Problem Solver Michael Schwartz looking into why this backlog is happening and an update on the situation since the story first aired this morning.
You know, I make notes.
Heather Culverwell loves the value that history holds.
History is important to me.
She shows me Ezra's ancestors, the gift she made for her grandson's first birthday.
Someday, the following generations are going to wonder about their ancestors.
Culverwell teaches genealogy at senior centers in Niagara County. She also does research on her own roots going back more than 200 years. But she's hit a bit of a roadblock, having trouble finding who her great-grandfather's in-laws were.
It's holding up a whole other line of research that I can't do until I find out his parents' names.
Culverwell believes she could find the information she needs on a marriage certificate from November 19th, 1893. She has the record's index number, the name of the church in Batavia, and even the name of the reverend.
I'd like to get that record before I die.
So in April of 2020, she sent a request to the New York State Department of Health with a $22 check.
So then I emailed them. They're behind. I emailed again in November of 2021. They're behind.
Culverwell says the check was cashed, but no record. So she wrote to the department again, getting a response in February of 2023 from Ursula Bauer, the then acting director of the state's Bureau of Vital Records. Bauer wrote at that time, the New York State Bureau of Vital Records is dealing with a substantial backlog. Genealogy requests involve the most time-consuming process of searching older records on a microfiche, and we are currently processing genealogy requests received in January of 2020. Yet 15 months later, still no marriage certificate.
I sent for a record in Pennsylvania, again during COVID. I had it in 5 days. Why is New York so far behind when other states aren't?
So after Culverwell emailed me, I took her question to the New York State Department of Health. A public information officer for the department told me Culverwell's request will be processed in the order it was received, adding, the Department of Health continues to experience a backlog in processing requests for historical or genealogical records, in part due to a decrease in staffing in the Bureau of Vital Records. However, we are consistently increasing staffing capacity in the Bureau. I followed up that same day asking when Culverwell would be taken care of, but haven't heard back in a week. And a great update tonight. Heather called me just a few hours ago saying that the marriage certificate arrived in the mail today, despite a state representative telling me that they were going to go check on the status of her request. I got that email just this morning. Regardless, Heather is very happy and excited she can now continue her research. Michael Schwartz, 7 News.